Hello guys, Solid Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions Season 1. This anime was so unique as it was the first time that I ever watched an anime that was about using your imaginations to fight people and pretend fights. The fights felt so childish, but so entertaining at the same time. Seeing the characters act so childish and nerdy was hilarious to watch. In this anime, the main character, Yuta, has just entered high school and wants to move on from his embarrassing past. He used to be a Chunibyo, which is a person who fantasizes about having magical powers. They act like they have magical powers in public, and it seems embarrassing for family members and friends to deal with. Even though he wants to move on from his past, a girl named Rika knows about his secret past and wants to hang out with him. She wears an eye patch and pretends to have a special eye power. She embarrasses him in class a lot. Despite wanting to move on from his past, he seems to enjoy being around Rika. Rika constantly wants him to return as a Dark Flame Master, but he refuses. He hangs out with Rika a lot and watches her have all sorts of delusions about having powers and getting into fights with people. The fights in this anime were so interesting to watch because Rika's imagination was endless. She could imagine any object as a weapon to use. It was hilarious seeing her fight with such intensity when in reality she's just holding on to an everyday object. It was so funny seeing the image of her using a weapon and firing an amazing energy blast when in reality she's just swinging a small object in random ways. I like that in every situation, she always found ways to use words in a fantasy setting. She was really passionate about having powers and living in the fantasy world. Mori's fight against Nibutani were funny to watch as well because she swung her hair so wildly during battle and used it as a weapon. Now you would think this anime would just be about comedic fighting scenes about Rika using her powers, but surprisingly it had romance and very emotional scenes. There is a great plot for this anime as Rika struggles to decide whether to give up on being a Chunibyo so that she doesn't trouble the people around her. Rika became a Chunibyo because it helped her deal with her father's death. It gave her an escape from life and something to enjoy. However, her family disapproves of her current lifestyle and constantly gives her grief about it. I felt really bad for Rika because not only was her family pressuring her to change, Yuta, a person she really cared and respected, told her to stop being a Chunibyo as well. It was so heartbreaking seeing her go from being such a happy character with great imagination to being a broken character that looked like she had no hope in life. I'm glad Yuta understood how important the Chunibyo side of Rika is to her. That she just have to change truly makes her happy. There are other ways to help her cope with difficult topics like the death of her father, without going to the extreme of making her give up what made her so special. That scene where Yuta learns why being a Chunibyo was so important to Rika was so emotional. You might not cry, but you'll feel really emotional from watching that scene. This anime had a great message of never give up what you really enjoy, just because some people disapprove of the aspect of yourself. You'll find people that will accept every part of you. In terms of the romantic development between Rika and Yuta, it was well done for a show that was supposed to be about comedy. As Yuta spent more time with Rika, he understood her more as a person and the issues she had to go through in life. He wanted to be there for her and support her. He learned to love that Chunibyo side of hers, and even acted like he had powers as well in order to have a playful conversation with her at times. He thought about her more and more in terms of romantically, and she thought about him more and more. This is how romantic development is supposed to be done. Spending time with a person, learning more about their past, accepting every side of them, no matter how weird it may be, and developing feelings for a person slowly. Too often in anime, a main male character has a female friend that he only sees as a friend. Then suddenly, at the end of the anime, they get together and they get married. I always hate seeing that in anime. I'm not an expert in romance, but I'm pretty sure most people don't just develop feelings for someone out of nowhere, after several years of just being friends. The characters in the show are very funny. Rika always thought about everything in terms of a fantasy standpoint. I've never seen a girl so delusional before. It was funny seeing her act so weird. Mori was a perfect sidekick to Rika because she was really delusional as well, and had a very interesting friendship with Nibutani. She kept teasing Nibutani all the time, and it was funny to see. Nibutani was a very interesting character to me because she looked like a generic kind girl at first, but has a different side of herself that she doesn't show to others often. That side of herself is really rude, but it was more enjoyable to watch because it felt genuine, and not fake like her other side. It was amusing seeing her try to hide her rude personality. Yuta was a generic main character at first, but had great character development as he learned it isn't so bad to act weird at times if it makes you happy. He regained what made him such an interesting character in the past, and made amazing speeches as a Dark Flame Master. I actually like his Chunibyo side more than his serious self. The opening for this anime was great, with such a catchy song. The ending was decent to listen to. The music during the episodes was perfect, and made the sad scenes even more emotional to watch. The animation style looked nice in this anime. Every girl looked really cute. The animation during pretend fights was great. It was as if the animation was made for a shonen anime fight. I do recommend to watch this anime It'll give you all sorts of emotions, from laughing because of the comedic fight scenes, to feeling sad about the really emotional scenes in this anime, to feeling really happy when seeing the cute romantic scenes. I give this anime a 9 out of 10. So that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.